Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I'm doing a video for you guys here on my lightweight get home bag that I use today on my get home walk exercise. I walk between 10 and 15 miles. I don't want to say exactly how far because OPSEC and all. But I did get home about mid-afternoon. I still would have had plenty of time to set up a camp if I needed to. I'm going to do a gear dump here. I'm going to show you all the stuff that I had on me, the clothing I was wearing, and what I had in my pack. I'm going to start here real quick with the clothing. Wore my sweatshirt. I always wear my sweatshirt pretty much for everything, and it's got zippered pockets in it, which is nice for carrying and walking with stuff. Wore just a regular, this is some kind of dry tech t-shirt. Got my Irish fishing sweater, and then I wore these kind of nylon camp pants that I've been wearing kind of all winter long. They're actually pretty decent. And as far as shoes go, I was wearing these kind of walking, running, cross-country New Balance shoes is what I wore today for the walk. They actually worked really, really well for me. The stuff that I got here on the counter, this is the stuff that I had on my person while I was walking. I had my gloves, I had my hat, I had my phone charger. This is my large phone charger, so it's got multiple charges in it. I had my belt knife, which is an SE4. If it was winter time, I'd probably boot that or bump that up to like an SE6 or a RAT7, just so I would have extra capability to process firewood if I needed it. I had my everyday Bic Carry lighter. I had my everyday pocket knife, which is a Kershaw Blur. Got my ferro rod and my fat wood, and then I had a Sawyer Mini in my pocket. This is how much water that I used today. This is a what is it? It is a 50 fluid ounce bottle. So that's how much water that I drank today while I was walking. Now the stuff here in my bag. Open it up. Like I said in my video when I was walking, this is just a regular tube bag that I got at Cabela's at Christmas time in the $9.96 bin. Got a folding saw in case I would have to process some wood. Got a large garbage bag. Got an accessory pack here, and this accessory pack's pretty much got most of my small stuff in it. Got this is a 16-ounce bottle of water that I put 2 packets of a hydration mix into it, and it almost made it too sweet. Next time I'm only going to do one. I thought extra was better, but in this case it actually wasn't, so I didn't drink very much of that, only just a little bit. Wore Dr. Scholl's socks, and this is my spare pair of socks, and some extra Gold Bond powder. I did powder my feet and my crotch before I started this morning, and I powdered them well, and I didn't have any problem with chafing whatsoever. If you guys are watching a get home bag video and they don't have spare socks and they don't have powder or some type of anti-chafing, whether it's Vaseline or anti-chafing stick or whatever it is, if they don't have something like that in their video, you kind of want to look at it with a, take that information with a grain of salt, because you're going to sweat and you're going to chafe. The other stuff that I got here, got the lid for my bush pot. Got a few wipes. This is only about maybe a third of a package of wipes because going lightweight. I got Vaseline soaked cotton balls in here for fire starting, also wrapped with Gorilla Tape. Got Gorilla Tape on this pill bottle as well, but this pill bottle's got Tylenol, a couple vitamins, and some ibuprofen in it because you don't want to start getting sore when you're trying to get home. So it's good to have a little stuff like ibuprofen and whatnot with you to help you out, because not everybody goes on 15-mile walks every day. Also got Band-Aids for first aid, and some Neosporin ointment, and another spare mini lighter with a little bit more tape on it. When you're walking home like that and you're in a hurry, you don't want a huge first aid kit carrying around with you, because it's just extra weight to carry, and your main things is going to be blisters, some type of chafing. And when you're doing stuff, if you're cutting stuff, if you're going down in a ditch, you want to take your time. You want to slow everything down to half speed so you don't injure yourself in the first place where you would need a first aid kit. If you're rushing and you're pushing and you're acting kind of panicky like that, you don't want to do that. You want to slow everything down. When you're in a situation like that, the only thing that you want to do fast is walk. Everything else that you're doing, you want to slow down. So that's basically what was in my accessory pack. I ate a couple of these Lara bars here today. These are actually pretty good. They're about 200, 210 calories. These are actually really good with the water. That's all I ate today while I was walking. I didn't have anything more than that. This, some people might think, is crazy to keep in a lightweight get-home bag, but I, like my video yesterday, or my video to today that I did for you, walking, you could see there wasn't a lot of firewood around. There was no firewood around really whatsoever. So if I needed to boil water or heat something, that's what this little mini stove is for. And my wrapper, of course, leave no trace. And this, another bar, is field stripped MRE. This is actually a ratatouille vegetarian MRE that I stripped everything out that I didn't want. I left all the food in here, and I left the spoon in here, the heater, all the accessory pack. I took that out, and I put it in a large Ziploc bag, folded it over, and taped it. And you can see here on the taped off half portion, I got coffee, and I got cider mix, and then I got some more of those nasty, sweet hydration pouches in there. And that's what I actually had in this. I think it's what is it? SOS is the name of it, but they were really, really sweet. But I didn't even need this, so if I would have had to camp out tonight, I would have just had a full meal basically for tomorrow. Pull my poncho out of here. And this is just a poncho and a poncho liner. Poncho liner, so that would have been my blanket for the evening if I would have needed it. And then a poncho. I've strung up ponchos before for rain flies and stuff. It's a good good shelter thing to have. I can wear it. I can also string it up and I can use it. This is just a kind of a USGI style poncho right here. And kind of really happy with this. It's kind of fairly high quality. Then I got my cup and another 32-ounce water bottle. So I still have 32 ounces in here, and the rest of this, without even filtering any water, what I carried today. And then the last thing here, this is kind of a shelter kit. I got all my cord, twine, got some toggles that I cut here. I got a sharpening rod for my knives if I would need it, and I got some tent stakes. So with this stuff here, along with the poncho and the poncho liner, I could have made myself a shelter pretty decent. And this right here is kind of one of those rapid deploy ridge lines with the Prusik loops on it, so I could throw those up really, really fast if I needed it. And then I got my headlamp, and this is a headlamp, but I made sure that the batteries were good in, and it's got a red lens for walking at night as well. And then this is the tube pack. Now all this stuff, minus the stuff that I carried in my pockets when I was walking, like the big water bottle, my knife, and this kind of stuff right here, everything that I had in this pack right here was 13 pounds. And I had no problem carrying that today whatsoever, none whatsoever. Now, some obvious things that I don't have in here. I'll start with batteries. I didn't have any spare batteries for this, because if I'm only out 1 or 2 nights, I've never had one of these die with good batteries that were in to start. So I just cut the weight there. Compass, didn't have a compass. I'm operating within 30 miles of where I live. If I don't know where north, south, east, and west are, and I can't count my mile markers as I'm walking, I shouldn't be out there playing anyway. Schmog, don't have a schmog. Just cut it for weight. I don't use a schmog a whole lot when I go out, and people always talk about gray man and that kind of stuff and kind of staying hidden. Nothing says, yeah, I got a Glock 19 in a inside the waistband holster on, then you're wearing a schmog out in public. Another thing I don't have is a multi-tool. Just cut it for weight. I don't use a multi-tool that much. I mean, a multi-tool is good for nuts, bolts, screws, that kind of stuff. Well, none of this stuff here has any nuts, bolts, or screws on it. If I break a pack or I break my shoes, which are probably the most 2 things that could happen, I got my tape and I've got my cord here, I can repair a shoe, I can repair a strap on a pack if need be with that stuff. I don't have to carry that extra weight. So I really pared down the weight in this pack, and I'm really happy with the results of it. But I wanted to just take a few minutes here, kind of do a sister video or a part 2 to my walk video that I did today for you guys, kind of show you this stuff, kind of my mindset behind it and how I used it, and kind of just a real world application and kind of a realistic pack here. I'm really satisfied with this, and I'm going to probably keep this in my truck most of the summer. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. I appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys get a little information, a little entertainment out of my video here, kind of learn from my experiences. Hopefully I've conveyed that to you guys well enough where you can get something out of this. But you guys have a good night.